be the first to know. This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us,
Initially, I was
follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like
live now, people.
This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial. The commercial way. Comrade Lante Oriente. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the Comrade Show. The Comrade Show.
Hello, my people. A very good evening to you. Please, if you can hear us, please just say yes, you can hear. Okay, I'm sure we got the sound now. If you're online with us and you can hear, please say yes, you can hear. Just say yes. Very good evening to you. Giffey Robert, thank you so much for joining us. We had a glitch earlier. People were complaining of sound, and so we had to, restart the program. Please, if you are joining us, let's share the broadcast. Let's get more people in. Yes, Iguma Enofe, thank you so very much. Good evening to you. I hope that we can hear each other right now. Prince Eric Kelly, I see you, my friend. Yes, so Prince White, good evening to you. Peter Odion, thank you so very much. Please, I'm sorry we had a glitch earlier and we had issues with sound. We are back. Please, let's share the broadcast. Let's get everybody together. Remember, this is the Comrade Show, and this segment is the one we call Comrade and Friends. And we have come here to come and look at some issues plaguing us as a people, plaguing Nigeria. Uwadia Helen, thank you so very much. Felicia Bogbe, I see you. Thank you so much for your support. Itohan Omosigo, good evening to you. Joy Obaide, God bless you so much. Please, let's show the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. Yes, K. Samuel Osage, God bless you so much. Kenneth Omogbe, thank you so very, very much. Please, let's share the broadcast. We had a glitch earlier. It was an audio glitch, and it's been sorted. Yes, so Sweet Mark, God bless you. I see you, my friend. God bless you. Festus Oge, thank you so very much. Ilobe, Roland, thank you so very much. Please, let's share the broadcast. I tell you, I have the Musketeers with me, and they are going to be joining me to look at the varying issues. And of course, we're going to do a sharp, just they want to go small. Here and there. It's the Comrade Show, like you all know. Yes, so Brat Oloton, thank you so very much. Please, let's share the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. Let's bring the boys and the girls together. It's the Comrade Show, where we discuss national issues. Yes, so good evening to you, my brother Kizito. God bless you. Joy, I hail you. You are somebody to me. Joy Badi, thank you so very much for your support. It's massive. I'm not going to lie. Clement Idialu, how are you, my friend? I see you, my friend. God bless you. Now we're going to hit the ground running. Please, let's keep sharing the broadcast. Let's bring some people in the house. Yes. But in the meantime, let me quickly bring on board the Musketeers, the Comrade and the Friends. Yes, and they are here with me. And first, I'm going to start with my very brother. This one is called Austin Iremiran. He's a pharmacist. Austin, what do you have to say to the people as we just join them? So,
my brother Lampton, happy Sunday. My people, happy Sunday to all of you now, wherever on a day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's good to be here again. We will talk small story as they affect our state and our country. God bless you as you join us.
Thank you so very much. That's Austin Iremiran. Right in the house, we equally have another man who is a musketeer. He is part of the Comrade and Friends. You all know him. He's a regular face on this platform. Dr. Agbons, the people, they want to hear your voice.
Our people, I join Comrade and my brother Austin to hail una from the Comrade and Friends. How on a day? We did our day here. Good to have all of you back here again. Always my pleasure.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Agbons. We're going to hit the ground running. Meanwhile, I just want to say, because before we start proper, let me quickly set some things straight with my people. I have been inundated with a lot of calls in recent time. Within the last 1 week, a lot of people, they called me, in respect to some kind of matter. But I want to appeal to everybody, just like I've told, people have been calling and writing me privately, like, from the Comrade Show, we are very focused on what we are doing, okay? And we get very clear purpose, okay? So we look, it is not our thing to discuss anything outside of the issue. There is a bigger picture that we are looking at. Our country is in a state of mess. Our state is building. So we have a lot of things that we need to, put energy into and all of that. More than ever before in our own history as a people, this time is so critical, So instead of us to carry our voice, they put for things we be say may not go actually edify, where we come from, So we don't really, as a person, I don't find it convenient, to begin to, respond to things and all of that. And I equally know that having got to a certain stage that I've gotten myself into right now, particularly in this public space, sometimes things are going to fly here and there, and all that, And so what we do is to allow time to give response to certain things. So I'm saying this because there are a lot of friends of mine, some people follow the comedy show who have been trying to reach out and all of that, and there are others whom they want to reach out, but they are not yet reaching out. So I just mean I'm talking generally, like, please let's be calm. Time will answer a lot of things, as it were. But on our own part, we want to remain focused, on what we are doing. And I want to appeal, on that note, I really honestly want to appeal, that there are so many of us who have become very privileged. I think that more than ever before in our own history, there's a lot we need to do right now, for our state. There's a lot we need to do for our country. And if we make, national issues, those state matters become paramount, collectively, it will be very huge, it will be beautiful. And it's important that Edo State is a very small place where some of us come from. Everywhere we go, the Benin masses everywhere we go, somehow we are still coming back to that state. So I think that if we come together, as one people, with love, with respect, to build our land, it might be better for all of us and all that. Because right now, in the general space, a lot of things are really just going on that are not helpful to the wider picture, the bigger picture. So, my people, for me, Comrade Lamte Oriahi and the Comrade Show, we are committed fully to the bigger picture, and because the bigger picture is where our own individual interests, are actually, contained better and all of that. So, and that's our drive. And so, we are not going to dwell on that. So that's not the matter. So we're going to move on straight to the matter. My people, just to create the establishment, as we speak, many of us may not know what is happening. Okay, and this debate, for some time to come from now on, is going to be centered on the time that we are in right now. Okay. I may be a bit religious in this matter, in my establishment, before I bring my friends in. Now, if you are a follower of the Bible, the Bible strategically talked about time, the time that we are in. And there's a verse in the Bible that says that the children of Issachar, they knew the time and they knew what Israel ought to do. We find that the time we are in right now as a nation is a critical time. Nigeria is sinking, if many of you are not aware. Nigeria right now is in a state of coma. Nigeria right now is dying, and we are Nigerians. Okay, those who are responsible for the death of Nigeria, they are not looking back. For some of us, the programs, the policies to finally kill Nigeria, it is calm, it is calculated, it is collected, it is deliberate, and therefore, the time we are in right now is a time where we need to sit down, look, retrospectively at what is happening. Look at where we are. Look at where we are coming from. We will know that there's a lot that we need to start dealing with deliberately, practically, as it were. If you are not aware, Nigeria's sovereignty right now is under threat. It's been under threat for some time, but now more than ever before, it's under serious threat. Now, part of Nigeria has been ceded to Boko Haram, if you are not aware, which means that Boko Haram rules part of the Nigerian territory. This is very disturbing. Now, the other aspect is this, okay? As of today, the dollar is already exchanging for more than 500 naira. The pound sterling is chasing 700 naira. Now, these are not good signs. Now, for what many of you may not equally know is that the Nigerian government has borrowed so much that Nigeria is now owing nearly $100 billion. That is alarming. These are all the things that have come together today to make a bag of rice around more than 40,000 naira. These are some of the things that have come together to create huge economic problem for the Nigerian state. Now, this is not funny at all. It's not funny because people from amongst us are responsible for all of these that is happening, and we are concerned. We are concerned, seriously. Just within the last 36 hours, okay, farmers were attacked in Bauchi State. More than 40 people were killed, and it is looking like it is business as usual. For us, we are concerned. This is the situation we are in, okay, and it is troubling. It is a clear indices of the fact that Nigeria is dying and in a state of coma. On that note, I want to quickly bring in my brother Austin Eremira. Austin, the state of the nation, Nigeria is dying. What is your assessment?
Thank you so much, my brother Lamte. You know, every time you wake up and you see things being very bleak, you have no option but just to really feel sad. Truly, sometimes it be like say we not get government. Sometimes it be like say we get government. Probably maybe they not feel the impulse of the people. Just to add to that, to wake up this morning to hear say 110 people have been killed in Borno State. Out of that 110, 43 were beheaded. It is alleged that they were farmers. And in Borno State, as of today, they don't ban bikes coming in. CNN reported, or Al Jazeera, that these men that came to kill these people came on bike to come kill these people, and they still carry bike waka comot. If our country not dey trouble like you allege say they don't see some area, how when you know say over many years that territory get trouble, will it not be wise for our security to dey there, so much so that it will be harder for them to come? And it take us back, although you not ask me this, we proclaimed last week, we need to restructure, we need to retalk about our country. You see, last Sunday we talked about regional police and local police. If local police, local security dey around Borno for this last 4 years, something meaningful for don come outside. You understand? Because you cannot control the military from Abuja. But I see the need to change the security chiefs. I been at the money matter where you talk about just now. To borrow money is not a bad idea at all. All of us all borrow, but you must put two things in place when you dey borrow. Wetin you want use the money do, and how you want to pay back. So if we just borrow for the fun of it, we are putting future generations yet unborn into big trouble. So if you look at from everywhere, comrade, our country dey in serious danger. But now only two things fit happen: either we collapse forever or we rise. And I dey among the people who believe say we go rise. But that rise wey we want rise must be the collective effort of every Nigerian, like we dey do here. Make all of us start to dey do am and dey think positive. So because we still dey live, our country definitely is still there. We have no option but to be positive. But at the moment, many things are not looking so good.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Agbons, a bag of rice. This is one area, I mean, this is one commodity I used to measure a lot of things. Before this government came on board, a bag of rice was selling for between 7,000 and 8,000 naira. Today, a bag of rice is around 40,000 naira. Some occasions more than 40,000 naira. Before this government came aboard, we know how much was petroleum pump price. Today, petroleum pump price is selling for more than 160 naira. Now, this same government on October 1st told us Nigerians in a national broadcast that Saudi Arabia, is selling at 168 naira per liter. Okay, it does not make sense for Nigeria to be selling less. Today, Dr. Agbons, we are seeing that the dollar is already exchanging for more than 500 naira. The pound sterling is chasing for 700 naira. Given all of these economic quagmire that we are currently faced with, what is the way forward, Dr. Agbons? And how do you appraise the situation that we are in right now?
Yeah, thank you very much, Comrade Lamte. Very good question. I just want to tee off from where my brother Austin stopped. What is playing out in Nigeria now is a lack of vision. There is no economic policy. There is no design. Is like we say in logistics. We are doing what we call JIT, just in time kind of economics. That is what is happening in Nigeria now. So there's no agenda. So this is where we want to go. I was listening to some government officials. They were talking about COVID-19. I said, look, foul, like we used to say back in the days. This is not about COVID pandemic. Even before the COVID came, it has been rudderless. It has been shameful. There is no economic growth. And for the second time in the life of this administration, the country has fallen into recession. That is, there's no productivity. Nothing is being produced. So for me, my assessment of what is happening in Nigeria now is that the economy is at an all-time low. Nothing is happening. There is no focus. There is no direction. It is very, very painful, my brother. Very painful. And except something drastic is done, those in charge of our monetary policy, if they don't do something quick, we may get to the Zimbabwe situation where the money will just become valueless, completely valueless. Because like you have said, the dollar is exchanging for close to 500 naira now for $1.
More than 500 naira, my brother. The dollar is more than 500 naira as we speak.
More than and the British pound sterling
is about 645 as at this morning.
Yeah, and it's the way it's been projected that it may get to 700 naira for the pound. So when you look at these figures, it's very, very bad. So those, like I said, those in the charge of monetary policy, they need to sit down. They need to get their act together quickly, so the country is sliding. Because for a bag of rice, which is a staple food for our people in Nigeria, to be selling for 40,000 naira. These are some of the things that breed corruption in the system. So how do people who are on a minimum wage of 18,000, people who are earning 20,000 a month, how are they going to cope with their families? So then, and we say we are fighting corruption. Corruption is not going to end because people would have to find a way to survive. So the government needs to get their act together. The CBN governor, back in the days we used to hear CBN governor when Charles Soludo is talking, everybody is listening in the times past. When the Emir Sanusi, before he became Emir, when he was CBN governor, they were driving policies. But now we don't even know whether there is CBN. We don't know whether there is Minister of Finance. So everything is just, people are just doing what they like. So it is not looking good.
Pharmacist Austin, I mean, are we going to say that this government, led by Muhammadu Buhari, don't know what to do? Now, I give you an instance. Some months ago, this Buhari approves, up to 30 billion naira for the construction of road between Nigeria and Niger Republic. In recent time, Buhari has signed a contract with Niger Republic to be buying refined products from Niger Republic to sell in Nigeria. We have 4 refineries in Nigeria that are not working and that they are unwilling to put in shape. As a matter of fact, they give reports. The last report they gave of a turnaround maintenance was around 80 billion naira. And yet, these refineries cannot refine a liter. Now, recently, the Minister of Transportation is already concluding plans to extend railway to Niger Republic. Nigeria, by this government, has blocked all her territories to other nations, but open it to Niger. In Nigeria, we don't have good roads. In Nigeria, Railway matter when they say they even they build is a problem. The one that was traveling from one place to another place, you just this is it yesterday or the day before yesterday, you know, stopped at nowhere. He off. So many things wrong with us, and yet this government is pushing everything to Niger Republic. Given this circumstance, Pharmacist Austin, can we argue that this man does not know what he's doing, or he knows what he's doing? He's deliberately just, following through with his plans to punish Nigerians.
Thank you, my brother Lampton. The matter reach where they laugh put, even as it's serious where. The first thing I go say, probably, if what they do so they very consistent since it start, it means they get agenda. That's not one. Secondly, it be like say our geography and all the history we learn for Nigeria, it be like say it's not correct too. Because it be like say Niger Republic now part of Nigeria. Maybe we not know. Maybe they want to rewrite the history for us now. Because if we they do everything go Niger, then it means say they get connection with us where we don't know. So probably in the course of time, after the expiration of this government, they go tell us whether Niger not truly part of Nigeria. Because I never see where a sovereign country get people whether they suffer, get places where not get amenities. You they carry the amenities go another country and not see the immediate benefit. Then Lampton, I don't stop now. I not they blame Buhari again. I don't want to they blame Buhari again, my brother. Not be only Buhari did this government, and not be me, Tony, and you be the most educated Nigerians. We have Nigerians where they're super educated when they did this government. Waiting they happen to their mouth, Lamptey. Because we have to start asking this question. Yes, we can blame the head, but now people they work there. They're not the answer a question again. Is there no discussion at all about how our country go forward? Because we don't tire for these questions. We don't know where to talk again. When they get executive meeting, they don't disburse money. Nigerians where they ESCO, not they contribute again. Maybe the next thing we'll go do now to begin to hold our representative to hand. Maybe they tell us when they talk for that meeting. After all the ministers for Nigeria, they come from state from every state. Because Lamptey, to be frank, with they blame Buhari, Maybe they can't tell us say when they reach there, they're not a fit talk. Because this matter is now serious. You just collect money and you do to one side. I was discussing with a friend last week, and he tell me say not be Buhari be the problem. And I say I agree. That is the people. And it's not true, Lamptey. We can talk from now to tomorrow. The man has an agenda. What of those working with him? Do they have the same agenda too? Then if they do, we are in trouble. But if they don't, then it means that Buhari is just ruling alone. And me and you know the clear answers. As me and you they talk now in our difficult situation, they are planning for 2023. They are not even interested in what is happening now. Whether price of oil go up or bag of rice go up or dollar high, it not concern them. Everything they are doing is just jostling for the next political position. So my brother, when you look at this myriad of problems, we don't know where will they go, where will they come from. Nobody want talk for us. Our youth said they say there be another team. So it is a very difficult situation. Sometimes it be like say we just the rant for year, but we go continue to the rant because one day their ear go open. But it really is surprising that celebrated and educated minds just shut up for this government. Nobody they speak the truth. We can't remain in sin for grace to abound. There must be a turnaround. There must be something that must happen for us to go. If not, if we rely on this current government, Lamptey, my brother, the matter get a CBO. Tony talk just now. In time past, you go hear CBN governor, they come they articulate policies. There is no problem for one failing. Failure not to learn. If you bring policy when not favor, when you don't see the reaction from your citizen, you go change the policy again. Nobody know finish. But these ones go just stand on their own. They go just say that this they want do. You want borrow money, construct railway to Niger. When they grow up, will they use 4 refineries for Nigeria boast? As we they talk so now, none of them they work. We say we get oil. another country go refine oil for us, sell am back to us. Wetin happen to our chemist? All the distillation wey we learn, wetin happen to am? We just dey churn out people, but we no get where we dey go. It is really, really surprising and tiring. That is why I cannot wait for 2023 for us to get our house together and chuck this government comot for there, because they're not ready. They not get plans for us at all.
Well, talking about 2023, I'd like to talk to my brother Tony. Yes, Tony, Dr. Tony Agbons. Dr. Agbons, very recently, the South governors, they met. First, we talked about how they were embarrassed the last time, but they had the meeting again, and the federal government representatives came and all of that. Firmly, they were able to make the demand, like, they heeded, our call, listened to us, and they made a straight demand that we want restructuring. And that message, I am very sure, as sure as God is looking at me, that message has been received by Buhari. As we speak, there's been no response. Okay? Now, don't you think there should be a timeline, for the South government to wait for response from the federal government, before they go take the next step? What do you think? Because they cannot be waiting forever for the federal government to respond to this this particular question, this demand.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Lamte. Thank you very much for this very great question that you put to me. Yes, it gladdened my heart that the South meeting eventually took place this week. And I have taken time to watch the whole of that meeting. And the chief of staff to the president of Nigeria, Professor Gambari, I saw him. He first of all apologized. So yeah, he apologized for what happened the previous time the meeting was going to hold. And I was very, very much overjoyed when the chairman of the South Governors Forum, Delta State Governor, read out the demands of the South region. Look, comrades, I must tell you this. The march for restructuring has just begun. And you know what? I want to say this to every Nigerian who is from the South of Nigeria. There is a divine arrangement in all this that is happening. If you notice now, the entire South regions, all the governors are from the same political party. There was only Edo that was not, but somehow events have played out and Edo has joined. So, because in Nigeria, let's be frank and honest, everything is politicized. It's all about politics. So, because all our governors are from the same political party, I see them very united. You can see all of them, their body language, you can see unity. That is on one side. Then number 3 point I want to hammer on is the fact that the legislators, members of the House of Rep, members of the Senate from the South, they need to now, galvanize with the governors to push this agenda. Because look, it has always been said, there is no freedom anywhere. As far as freedom is concerned, as far as emancipation of a people is concerned, as far as changing the narrative of any society is concerned, we have to fight for it. Nobody has ever been offered freedoms on a platter of gold, say, okay, take freedom, you can have it. So this agitation has begun well. So for me, like you have rightly mentioned, the South governors and the leaders of thought, the stakeholders, those of us from the South, what we will not demand is a timeline. That is true. Because any issue that does not have a timeline doesn't succeed. In project management, one of the key elements is timing. So we have to time it. So it's a good start. It's a great start. Yeah, I see that the 2 major issues that the South governors highlighted, restructuring and true federalism, we are going to get it, but it's going to be a long struggle. we are not going to get it on a platter of gold, but it's going to definitely happen because nothing can stop an idea whose time has come.
Well, pharmacist Ireniran, nothing stops an idea which time has come. If you must know, the crude oil from the south is the Nigerian property. Meanwhile, the gold from Zamfara is a Zamfara property. Now we are seeing a lot of imbalance everywhere, when it has to do with natural resources and all of that. Okay, the cheating, some of which is making the call very loud to say, let us have a restructuring, let everybody take care of their own matter. As it were, I have proposed that the South government, the governors should have a timeline within which if the presidency don't respond and respond positively, they should take over their resources. They should block all the pipelines going from the south to the north and begin to, refine their crude oil themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And begin to take over their business. How do you see that kind of arrangement as a way forward if we don't hear from the federal government? And I'm sure that we are not going to hear from them. Because at the end of the day, one of the things that has kept the north and south of Nigeria together is this matter of crude oil. If that matter is not there, I am sure they would have they for long would have allowed Nigeria to everyone to go their separate ways. So how do you see this proposal?
My brother Lamte, thank you so much. I see the way Tony happy where I see the reader amount I listen to the news. But me, now let's small now happy. Because the most important thing you and Lamte don't talk about, but they're not talking for that thing. They're not talking for that meeting. We need to get a specific time where we go take hear from them. Because what did the federal government sabi do? They go down go see the governors way strong now. Before you know now, they'll begin cause wahala. They go unsettle the south and the south. Everybody will bring the pursue Gary. We will can't forget the most important thing. So the governors need to rise up again this week to tell the government how long they go wait for that thing work. We need to start to the talk now. Time is very, very important. If not, before we know, it go wash away. And we don't want to make it wash away. I don't know whether you know the former Ijaw Youth President, Eradiri. He said something this week where he really addressed the governors to say that why the South governors never come together since and form a petrochemical company on their own. Why they never come together to make sure, say, Southerners, they buy all those oil wells. The guy may be very, very drastic, but when I reflect on his statement, I see some sense. Our destiny, they are our hands now, but tied to the governors. So, like Tony talk, all of them are PDP extraction. Maybe there is the hand of God in this. Also, for that man, we come from Zamfara. We come inform us. Say Zamfara gold, na Zamfara own. Maybe not see the hand of God. So, all these things together don't wake us up. But my advice to the governors, there must be a timeline. Even if that 10 years, una one wait, make una define them. And there must be procedures towards meeting that time. If not, as this team they ought now the best time to face the matter. Because after it don't calm down now, government and federal government will get a different priority. They must put that for the front burner. One of my friends from America tell me, the only time where people they protest, where federal government they listen, now if Niger Delta protests. And me and you know the answer. Because that from there food for the come. And I like the stand of the Ijaw youth on this, saying that they need to listen to them. And we must hold these South governors to ransom and begin to press them so that they go hold federal government to ransom and have a timeline. Now let them fit change this course. Because really, all these things are restructuring. We know they say they don't give money to federal government, but we need to get them being done properly for the South. So my brother, Lamte, Tony, and everybody where they watch us, make we begin to put fire for our governors' leg. Make we make sure say they stand firm, because federal government have a way of putting trouble and scatter their agenda. You will just hear say something will just raise now. Before 2 minutes, it don't burn. We don't want to make this one burn. We want to make it stay forever until we achieve our goal.
Thank you very much, my brother Austin Eremiran. Now, yes, talking about where Austin, left off, I want to let everybody know, and this is serious, and we are not joking. We are already in consultations with a lot of people. From the Comrade Show, by the grace of God, we are starting a process where we bring the South masses together, and we are starting from those in the diaspora. We want to start a grassroots South movement. Of course, everybody from the southern part of Nigeria is welcome to this, this process. The whole idea is that all our lives we've waited for the leaders to provide leadership, okay? But all along they have always failed us, and we know that they will continue to fail us. On that note, because Obama did say that change does not happen from top downwards, it happens from down upwards. So on that very note, we decided, some of us said, look, let us consult, widely. But we are close to, the end of the consultations. We thought that we'll be able to jumpstart the process this weekend. Probably it's going to be next weekend or even the next. However, it's going to happen at some point. The whole idea is that we want to start congregating ourselves. We want to start creating that platforms where we can, start cross-pollinating ideas, where we will start discussing the issues as they affect us, particularly those of us, from the South-South divide. But it will be from the perspective of the masses, not the politicians. From those of us that are the cocoa below, those who bear the brunt of high cost of living, those who bear the brunt of their children being thrown out of school, those who bear the brunt of some of their children never going to school at all, those who bear the brunt of all the weak medical facilities that we have. We want to start gathering ourselves together to start that process, so that as the gesture for 2023, we begin to fight for how we are going to decide what happens in 2023. We'll be the ones to decide what happens to South, because we need to take our nation from this wickedness that has held its grip over this country for far too long. We can do it because we are the people. NSAS already gave us an idea into that. So we need to come together, bring everybody together. Then from there we can decide on what terms are people going to represent us. And they must be seen to be fulfilling these terms. And the biggest term on the table is the issue of restructuring. Politically, economically, and otherwise, even security. So these are the issues that we are looking at. And by the grace of God, in the coming days, we are going to be coming up with information, in that regard, so that, and we are hoping that everybody will key into that, so that we can begin to take our country back. This is where this matter really lies. Yes, Dr. Agbons, I will quickly come to you. Given this idea, I just try to enumerate about the people and all of that. Please, can you throw light into how much power we the masses have to take our country back?
Oh, comrade, very huge. We like you have said, the last NSAS protest has clearly shown that sovereignty lies with the people. So we as a people, we need to take the destiny of our region in our hands. Yeah, so I agree to that. Also, if you look at what happened in Edo State during the elections, when some people at the top wanted to truncate good governance, and Edo people stood firm, we all know the outcome. It is part of our history now. So again, linking it to this South-South restructuring and our clamor for true federalism, control of our resources, we can do it. And I know that, like I said, the time has just come. The setting is so right. And like they say, the apple falls down not because it is ripe. It is the force of gravity. So there is a gravitational pull now that is swinging through the entire South-South region, swinging heavily. And if at this time our legislators have even keyed in, but we don't even even need them. Like you said, this is not a politician kind of thing. We as the South people, once we group together, we come together. Those at the top will not have any choice because they've seen it. We all saw what the NSAS protest did. If not that, the establishment now hijacked it using hoodlums and using brute force. But there's an extent to which all that can go. So for one, I believe that as a people, we will have the final say. It's going to be a win-win for the people of the South region.
Not only the South, even for the North.
Go ahead, Austin. Just follow the same terrain.
Not even for the South, this restructuring is going to benefit everybody. We just they talk now. They just kill people for Borno State. If they get their local police, they're not going to kill them like that. So whatever we are doing now, we mean well for the country at large. All we are saying is that if the country must remain together, there is need for us to reorganize, to retalk about them. So it's not just only the South. It's going to help the West. It's going to help the East. It's going to help the North. It's going to help everywhere. Restructuring is the way, and the people must take the lead.
Okay, as a follow up, to what you are just saying, bro. I'm very concerned about something, and my concern is grave. I'll tell you why it is grave. Right now, there's so much hunger in the land. I mean, we are getting close to Christmas. The cost of living is excessive. Now, I fear that from the way things are going, somebody mentioned Nigeria becoming like Zimbabwe earlier. From the way things are going, I've said this and I'm repeating it, that we may come to a time where Nigerians will begin to kill their neighbors for food. They will kill, they will, cut their parts, put in the pot, put the other ones and go and in refrigerators, you understand, and preserve them to be eaten because there is no food. There is hunger in the land. Now, given the state of the hunger in the land right now, orchestrated by the bad policies of this government, Austin, what is the leeway forward?
Brother, that question when you ask me had died. Because the hunger done too much. Even as we load all the people wey break prison, wey thief, my brother Lamte, if you shift and come out finish, part of the thing are still hunger. People enter, they collect rice and indomie. Now, some not before to go sell am, some not to chop. The hunger don't serious, my brother. Even if the government start to share food now, I'm not sure say go fit quench the hunger finish. But the only thing is that they need to start. There need to be a policy of government for food. There need to be a policy of government for agriculture. My brother, those wey not fit chop for Nigeria, it is wounding hard. Those wey fit chop, just the chop finish. So I don't know what it be the quick fix where they go fit do. Yes, the quick fix may be okay as Christmas they come now. We encourage government to share food, give everybody. But that one has more time. We need to think of the bigger picture. And now what you don't talk just now. Cost of living is too high.
It's too much.
It's too high. There needs to be a drastic policy to bring them down as soon as possible. For Europe, you know how much government they subsidize farmers? The CNN reporter today said he had never worked in Nigeria before. But what he was hearing of Borno was that there was no land and that everywhere is bad. But to his greatest surprise, since he's been on ground, he can see that there is fertile land in Borno, so much so that banana, mango grow on their own. What does that report mean? That we have not even harnessed the goodness of our land. We are in Europe where there is no land. In Nigeria, there is so much land. So when they come and say they're giving farmers money, I don't know which farmers they're giving money. So the insincerity, my brother, is so bad that you don't even know where to go to. Because our land full. From Benin, you dey drive go Rome, you go see land. As we go up north, there is land as well. So the amount of insincerity, forget about restructuring now, is so much that we say they've given farmers money when they have not given anything. So, my brother, the question had me well, because I don't know how they want to create food immediately. In the midst, how you go there inside river, you know go fit drink water. Me and you there Europe, no land, funny weather. In Nigeria, you don't need to grow anything. When I was a young boy, I used to sell corn. During the corn season, we used to roast corn to make money. So, our country is so fertile. All we have is just bad, greedy, wicked, hungry leaders that don't know that if you work well today, you go secure tomorrow. Look at Barack Obama. He just come out of office. Only last week, he made 65 million from the selling of his book. How many of our Nigerian government don't even sell sentence where they write? Because all they live for is just to steal money in government, not knowing that you make money outside of government. And that is our problem, my brother. The stealing, the looting, the self-centeredness and greed is so much that, according to one of my friends, that is the first thing we need to fight even before restructuring. I don't know how we're going to do it, but they need to make food available for this Christmas. If not, my brother, as you're talking for Bini, it will be DIEO.
I'll quickly ask this. Boss, this question may be very inconveniencing to answer. Okay? But I mean, this is the truth. We must call a spade and not just a working implement. Shouldn't Buhari resign and leave the matter of leadership for somebody who can lead Nigeria to lead Nigeria?
Yeah, I think we discussed this matter some few weeks ago on this show about the cerebral capacity of the president. Make I break that one down, because a lot of people they watch us now. The mental and well-being of the president himself. We talk him for this program. If you look the president, me no even believe say in charge. We don't talk him here before. He's not in charge. So maybe all of us we they see our president before. Obasanjo, who follow Obasanjo, Yaradua before he begins sick. Even good luck Jonathan. A president, they travel, go states, they go visit 2 or 3 days. Things they happen. You go they see president, they active. This our president is not they active, injured they docile. So the mental capacity no day. Maybe we don't discuss this matter the other time. So that's why I say at the moment the ship of the Nigerian state is rudderless. We are all over the place. So my own fear now how our country go take survive reach 2023 where we even they talk. So I don't know how we go reach 20, because we don't even know who they're in charge. All the ministers, everybody is doing his own. The legislators are doing their own. Governors are doing their own. There is no coordination. Everything is all over the place. So the capacity not there. President, he know they feel fine. Since when the president come back from UK, when he spent about 100 days, everybody knows say this not there okay.
Austin Ramiro, you see, I don't know how we came to embrace this misfortune as a people. I'm very disturbed by the level of hunger, and all of that in the land. My brother, I dey manage for where I did so. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, I mean, I know you, Austin, too. You are doing the same thing. I know if I tell you how many friends that I get to the support just because the system is not in order. Now, the same question I throw to you, my brother, Austin. Should this president not resign? Now, I'm going to establish, the base for this a little. Now, one of the reasons why we have government, why we have political leaders, why we have presidents and governors and this, one of the major reasons is for them to be empowered to, protect lives and property. Now, as we speak, the present administration of President Muhammadu Buhari cannot protect lives and property of Nigerians. Since this government came on board, we have lost too many Nigerians. We don't even have records. And it is like business as usual. Given this alone, this was a man who said, if we fail in 4 years, stone us. This was a man who said that he's going to turn and make a naira to become $1 to $1. This was a man who made so much promises to reduce even petrol pump price. And yet, this man is doing exactly the opposite. As a matter of fact, when he was being sworn in for this second term, he told Nigerians, he said, now that they have been sworn in for the second term, Nigerians will surely know the difference. And of course, we are seeing the difference. And consequent upon that difference that we are seeing, Pharmacist Austin, should this president not resign?
The president should resign. But in Nigeria, people don't resign. Because the interest of governance is not for the people, it's for themselves. Sometimes when you even make promises and you not fit keep them, like with your children, you're not ashamed when they tell you. These are promises that you have made. We don't even need to be the ones calling for resignation. APC as a party should be ashamed that the policies that they have said they will do, they are unable to do it. There is nobody even in government, in their own government, suggesting that. Aren't they ashamed? But they are not. Because, Lante, the interest is not for the people. And I can even shock you. As me and you there, yes, so now some people now go say PDP don't pay us. The same people when they suffer for Nigeria, they will be the ones even defending the undefendable. So that makes it so bad. And our country, we not they resign. Maybe self people when they work with Buhari now, they tell us say the country is doing well, sir. You are on top of it. Everything is fine. People are enjoying. So it comes down again, comrade, to the people of Nigeria. Where are the Jagabans? Where are the people that fought to bring this government forward? Where are the ministers? Can they talk? Where are the governors? So you see the problem many. If as we they talk for street, then they put fire where they near corridor of power, I no go good. Have you ever heard Lai Mohammed talk? You go to say Nigeria, they cocoon. So those are the things we face. And we talk about tribalism and regionality. If Buhari say one resign now, not go say no, why you go resign? So there are so many things plaguing us, my brother. All we go continue to do now to continue to talk and hope say they go listen one time. And maybe our governors, when they south, go help us take this mantle to them. At least how they go they all meeting of that magnitude, secretary to government, I go they come. Why the entire federal executive not come south come attend that meeting? If we not sell all year, they go pay their salary. No, but they've taken us for granted. And some people will tell you that even the West are making money and benefiting from this. Until we come together as a people, until the hunger begin to beat all of us, we will just be dancing from here to tomorrow. It is sad. I see the way you weak, my brother Alamte, but we have to continue. We don't talk and establish. And last Sunday say, now only struggle. Now struggle will take us to that place. Maybe when the hunger don't beat everybody, our eyes go clear. But this government, I not just say go resign, no.
Anyway, thank you very much, Austin. My people, I want to say that the problem with Nigeria, it's not a one-off issue that we're just going to discuss and that's the end. We're going to continue to talk about these issues. We're going to continue to sensitize our people. Please be rest assured, that we have put, everything on ground. You understand what I'm saying? That we are consulting and we are doing a lot of things, lay structures necessary for us to start a proper South-South movement from the diaspora. This is important. It's not an association, but will be one that people we can affiliate with and all of that. For us to start a process. It is when the process starts, we begin to determine where this process goes. We cannot discuss Nigeria and not talk about Edo State, particularly because I'm from Edo State. When it comes to a matter of to your turn to Israel, that is where I'm going to fall back on. And a lot of what I do is hinged majorly on how Edo State is going to, improve and be better for all of us. And on that note, I want to, personally salute the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, for his, strides. So far, we have seen, Osiomo power plant being put to use, and the areas that Osiomo power plant is supplying electricity right now, they are experiencing uninterrupted power supply. I am surprised that the state government can do this. Meanwhile, federal government of Nigeria cannot provide electricity for Nigerians, but the state government is already providing electricity for Edo people. And so, kudos to the governor of Edo State on that front. For many of you that may not be aware, the College of Education the College of Education at Abudu is set to commence academic activities. It's been refurbished, it's been put together, everything is beautiful, facilities have been put where they ought to be. Huge development in Edo State. The Observer has been transformed to an international, print media with state-of-the-art facilities bought by the governor of Edo State. As a matter of fact, there is an entertainment hub, okay, that is going to commence that before the end of the first quarter of next year. Okay, Edo State government in partnership with a German outfit, they are putting it together. The governor has said that the monies, everything is in place, everything is working, together for the good of the people of Edo State. With all of these things, we are sure that employment will be created for our teeming youths, and all of that. So many other things. So kudos to the governor of Edo State. Given this information, Dr. Agbons, what is your take looking at what the governor of Edo State is doing?
Yeah, excellent. It's very heartwarming, especially with all the nonsense going on at the federal level. It's excellent. Social media was agog this week. All those who were saying MOU, we no consider una can't talk again. The power plant is working. We saw the Ogbe Stadium, the Super Eagles match, the Ogbane game that ended 4-4 was played at night, and everywhere was bright. There's 24-hour power supply. The state secretariat, comrade, I was even thinking you will splash that the graphics of that on this show so that people can see all these things. The secretariat it was looking like somewhere in Abu Dhabi. Those are the kind of places you see those kind of structures. The ambience was wonderful. So I was like, oh wow, this is Edo State. So it's very happy. And then the College of Education you talked about is kicking off. They are going to start. There's going to be another one at Afuze. That one is going to be for sports. And then there's another one at Igwebe. I think that one is going to be for agriculture. Then the Ekiadolo own is going to be Tayo Akpata University of Technology. So when you just look around and you see all that is happening in those states, it's very happy. And we are all feeling excited, and we know more is coming. Like the entertainment hub you talked about, the governor have said that the Observer, he wants to make sure that newspaper is digitalized. They are going to have a huge online presence. It's going to be a paper that is going to be #1 in Nigeria, and even contesting with some Western news outlets like the Sun, the Guardian, and all the Mail and all that. So there's a lot happening in those states. So we just need to keep talking about these things and congratulate the governor for all these giant strides, real developmental strides.
Yes, Austin, how do you assess the governor of Edo State so far?
Oh, you guys have finished everything. There's nothing I have to say. The most important thing is that we are seeing this stable project and visible work being done. Just imagine if every governor for Nigeria will do this one like this. How you think our country will go? Because again, it's not for us to just shout, for us to have evidence to show for us. So I believe that the current minister for electricity, if they get that position for Nigeria, should be ashamed now, because small states they work now. They don't tell us how we take see light and all, which means this can be done. My brother, wetin I carry come up for this matter be say na small restructuring. Wetin we dey talk to make Nigeria better no hard. Obaseki not come from up, he come from Edo State. If he not better, he go still see the state for his hand. That restructuring and going back to do your own, they very key. I thank the man well. My prayer for am be say make e stay focused, make e not dey directionless, make e just set that in direction and just dey take the thing small small, make e just dey achieve am. Like we talk for this show, we don talk am many times. If e continue like this, which we know e go continue, then Edo State dey position for better things to come, so that people go know say some people work. I no congratulate am enough. I pray and hope that all Edo light go give am in support. Hopefully by next year, when the full government don come in place, things go work well well. We were talking this morning off camera, and you tell me say Osiomo get 10 projects, na only one they don release. Only one wey they don release don put light for Saple Road, for Secretariat and some other area. If they release 2, release 3, come release all the 10, that means we don dey heaven on earth for Edo State be that now. So we need leaders and people wey get idea, wey get where they wan carry us go. Common man no dey ask for too many things. Give me light, give me water, give me food, give me road.
Thank you very much, my brother Austin Iremira. Thank you so very much. On that note, we want to salute once again the governor of Edo State, and of course, as a person, I want to request, of the government to, because this whole policy of the federal government that is making, Nigerians all over Nigeria go hungry. If there's a policy that the state government can come with, that will begin to alleviate poverty in Edo State quickly, particularly put food on people's table, the very downtrodden, we will appreciate it. It will be most appreciated, particularly looking at the season we are in right now. Personally, from this table, I will, be suggesting to government to consider, having a comprehensive database for Edos all across. We need to know Edo people as indigenes living in Edo State, and we know the people who are residents in Edo State. There should be records. People who have become criminals, they should be profiled and recorded against, their own, what's it called, a record in the database. So that at the end of the day, this database will help us, fight crime as easily as possible, and it will equally help the government, plan for the people economically. So these are some of the things that we think that, if the government of, Governor Baseki can give a consideration to some of these initiatives, we are sure that Edo will be moving, a lot better, towards the very right direction. Because right now, so many things are just here and there, occasioned by visionlessness on the part of the federal government. And of course, we expect Edo State right now, to lead by example, and hopefully from the leadership provided by the governor of Edo State, other states can begin to follow. And Nigeria may not stand to, on that particular pedestal, to be a better Nigerian state. And so while we talk about Nigeria on one side, we are not going to stop talking about Edo State. We like Edo State to move forward, to be better for all of us. On that note, my people, I want to quickly just say distinctly that the volunteers of the Comrade Show and the committee members, of the Street Light program, that we want to support parts of the state with, they already concluded plans, and hopefully by the grace of God, we are going to talk about this more extensively, in the course of, this very week that we are in right now. And hopefully, God willing, by the end of the first week of December, we may be ready to commence that project. And as I speak with you, they have already identified a pilot, area where we are going to start this project from, and all of that. And the whole thing is Operation Let Us Light Edo State Together. And by the grace of God, all the details necessary will be provided, and we hope that people will key into that particular, program. Having said that, I want to, salute my team, the comrade and friends. I call them the Musketeers. They've done wonderful today. Until we come your way again, I'm going to ask Dr. Agbons to, of course, give a final word to the people just before we disperse. Dr. Agbons.
Yeah, our people, thank you all so much. I've been watching the the trend of this program. Those of us that have shared it, those of us that have made comments, contribution. God go bless all of you. I wish you all a very superb week. God bless.
Thank you so very much. That's my brother, Dr. Agbons. I will quickly bring on board pharmacist Austin Iremira. That's another musketeer. My brother, just a final word to the people, at least for today. We are going to come again on Sunday next week. Come on, my brother. Austin.
My people, thank you now for joining us. So the year don't they come to an end again, no? Make we dey very, very careful. Because I remember say, now who they alive, now go enjoy Christmas. So do the right thing. And thanks for joining us. God bless you now.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you so much. My people, I want to thank you for the time you've taken to join us. It's the Comrade Show. My name is Comrade Lamte Oriahi. I mean, it's just the way we roll. The whole idea is for us to come together, you know, like this, sensitize ourselves, talk about our state, talk about development, talk about, you know, this is what we do. And for those of you who are following the Comrade Show, thank you so very much. For those who have liked the Comrade Show, thank you so very much. But if you have not, if you like, please like the Comrade Show. You follow the Comrade Show so that you can be part of this discourse each time we are coming, coming on. On that note, I want to say a very huge thank you to you. And for my friends, I want to say this again. For my friends who appear to be very concerned about some of the things flying around, I want to appeal to you. Allow time and patience to heal all the quagmire. You understand what I'm saying? From us, we are quiet and we know that in the course of time, everything will be set right, as it were. And so, from the Comrade Show, I want to say thank you. May God bless you, the people of Edo State. May God bless Edo State. May God bless the governor of Edo State. Of course. May God bless Nigeria and Nigerians. Have a good night. And bye for now.
Make Comrade Show with Comrade Lamte Oriahi. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the Comrade Show. Make Comrade Show